I think it's working. Let's see here. How do I... Well, says we're live streaming right now. Getting broadcast. This is interesting. I'm using an app called Streamlabs for this because apparently then it will allow me to stream the event I created on YouTube. It looks like it. Can I check that? See if it works? This is testing as well. I haven't done live streams at all like this. And I don't even know where I see like messages and stuff. Let's see. I don't even, man. This is much more. We have one viewer. That's great. Hello, one viewer. We're going to get started in just a minute. Can you write a comment just to see if I can see it? Because I'm doing this stream through another app than YouTube's app. Just to see if this works. Because right now I don't see any comments at all. What if I press this? Now a Twitch icon appeared. Whoa, this is much more difficult than I thought. Wait. Test message. Wait, hey, we got a message there. Okay, my keyboard won't. Okay, I said hey. Whoa, hey Peter. Okay, this works. Amazing. I'm just checking to get all this shit sorted. Or shit. Oh, shouldn't be cursing on live streams. Is there like a Twitch icon? I don't know. I'm gonna try and remove it. I don't want Twitch on there. And there's another message there that says test message on the sides. Okay, great. So it looks like this is working. We're up to 5 viewers so far, so let's go into the kitchen and get cooking. Like, this is the only way right now. If you schedule a live stream on YouTube on the computer, it's not gonna let you broadcast it on what's it called? Your phone. Wow, that's so weird. I can see it right now in the back. It's like me talking live. It's so weird. If you guys want to know what it looks like this. It's a little bit lagging behind, but that's okay. It seems like it's working. Okay, good. Well, guys, as the title says, we're going to do an Asian-inspired hanger steak. And I did a lot of prep work beforehand so that this video won't hopefully be way too long. But here we go. So the hanger steak is in my sous vide right now. And I feel like sous vide cooking is like some of the best you can do for a steak. Unless you barbecue, it's one of my favorites. But since this has been marinating, I think that's going to be fine. So it's just cozying up in there. It's been in here for almost 2 hours, cooking up. And then what we're going to be doing as a side dish is fried rice, which I got the stuff ready for here. So we're going to have that, and then we're also going to grill some pak choi as a side dish. And of course, this stuff is going to get a nice crust on the pan before we serve it. So it's in a marinade, and this marinade that I made, guys, is made of these things. As some of them. Sesame oil, mirin, rice wine vinegar, and dark soy sauce. But there's also an extra ingredient in. I think it's called dopanjang or something like that. It's like a Korean spicy chili paste. And I actually got it from one of Brett's roommates. Brett passed it along to me and told me that was for me to use in some kind of cooking. And I thought it'd be good in the marinade. So it's got like about 250 milliliters of soy sauce, same amount of mirin and same amount of water, and then a dash of rice wine vinegar and sesame oil to taste. And then some of the paste there. Hey, Henry Kruger. Hey, Duang. Hey, Nathaniel. Amazing to see you guys tuning in. And here we got a little camera stand to try and make this work. So I think what's going to be easiest is if I place this right now. Also, bear with me. This is the first time I tried to do something like this. No, I do not add MSG. Only, natural MSG occurring in some of the ingredients. No, I do not want to use the Bixby button, Samsung. There we go. Hey, I can see myself. And messages. No, I don't add MSG. I know a lot of Asian cooking, they do add MSG as a flavor enhancer. when I do soups, like I do pho, or maybe not pho, but when I've done ramens, I use natural MSG in the shape of what's it called, shiitake mushrooms. They add great flavor, and we're gonna be pairing all this with a beer. You can even see my beer fridge on my fridge right now. It's filled with beer. Oh, hey, oh, look at that, beer and some food. And the beer we're gonna be pairing it with is going to be Big Doink from Gamma Brewing. Gamma Brewing is a fantastic brewery in Denmark. They make some really, really nice beers. And this is one of their best double IPAs in my mind. Supported them, bought a package of just a few beers, and they sent along a ton more, which is awesome. Because most Danish breweries right now, you know, they're in trouble in terms of finance because of this whole situation. It's kind of crazy. So we also got some Ale Farm. This is a lager from them. I got also a glass. But I think we should get to cooking. So what we're going to do is that we're going to sear off all these veggies in some sesame oil. I love to do sesame oil for cooking when I cook Asian food, because the flavor is amazing. There we go. There you can see my face. But this is so different. I've never done a live stream like this. I thought it was appropriate though, because everyone is inside. We got almost 10 viewers now. That's awesome. If you guys have any comments or questions whilst we're doing this, feel free to ask. And I'm going to try and get all this cooking going and make some food. So it's quite a different way of doing cooking than beer. Usually it's much more well produced, but so many people actually want. I saw your comment. Sorry I didn't reply, but again I've been kind of busy, and he asked if we could do like more vlogs or cooking videos and stuff before Beer Review 3000, but I had like nothing shut. And going out right now, also on the road, but doing on the road right now is like impossible. You're not allowed to go outside, so a lot of things going down. So what we're going to do first, we got some mushrooms cut up here, and this is just button mushrooms, brown mushrooms. And I must say, what I prefer is, what's it called? Like if we're talking Asian mushrooms, enoki, for example, is really good. Shimeji are great in stir fries. I really love enoki. The flavor that you get when you stir fry it with sesame oil is amazing. And then, like on top of that, the consistency of it is really good. It's like really chewy. So we're gonna fry off the mushrooms here first. So maybe, let's see. That was my comment. I was just kidding. How about the MSG? Okay. Nice. Gamma Brewing, Nathaniel says, is on your bucket list thanks to your reviews. Awesome, dude. They're probably one of the best makers of hoppy beer in Denmark. And who am I cooking for? Myself. Meal prepping, dude. Oh, you were kidding. Okay. With all those posts. Even though it's kind of funny. Like, I took it quite serious at first. Like, oh yeah, let's do that. But next to near impossible. So, here. Sauteing up some mushrooms. Oh. Like, that's one of the best smells in cooking. Sauteing mushrooms. It smells amazing. And what we're going to do is we're going to saute off all this veg first. I always do the mushrooms first because there's so much water in them. Then we're going to add the rest, which is a mixture of carrot, garlic, red onion, and what's it called? Spring onion. And we're going to add that. And hopefully, guys, you can hear me for the vent here because I know it's going to be really noisy. And then I mean, with an app like this, it seems much easier to promote your live streams so you can actually get some people watching. Because often it's really hard if you just do it out of the blue. I mean, I did it kind of out of the blue. I didn't promote it until today, but if you do it beforehand, it should be easier getting more people watching, which would be nice. It's always great to have people watching when you do live streams. I don't know if you guys saw Simon's live stream the other day. It was kind of crazy. But yeah, just searing these off. Once they're seared off, I'm just gonna put them back into the pot or the what's it called? Bowl I had them in. I'm just gonna rinse it in some water, and then yeah, we're gonna cook up the veg, which was onion, spring onion, garlic, carrot, red onion, like that. So I'm just gonna go wash this for a sec. A quick rinse. So again, any comments, any questions? Let me know. Should we crack the beer already, guys? Let me know. Should we crack a beer right now? We could. We could go with a double IPA that was for the food, or we could have a cooking beer. Have a damn good lager, a killer beer. Let me know what you guys think. What should I crack? Should I save the IPA for the food, or should I crack it now, or should I crack a killer beer? It's up to you guys. But yeah, these are already starting to look nice. I have a gas stove, and once you get used to cooking on gas, you know, it's hard to go back. It's like instantly hot. Oh, it smells good. And what we're going to do as well, when we've gotten everything seared off, we've got the rice in and all, and not rice in like in Breaking Bad, but when we have the rice in, we're going to take some of the marinade that's cooking with the pieces of Hangar steak are sitting in the marinade and cooking in the marinade in the sous vide, and we're going to use that to season the fried rice. Of course, we're also going to add an egg, as per tradition. What's the name of the brewery you work at? Yeah, I get that question a lot. It's not like I don't promote it too much because I like to keep my work and my blog separated. Yeah, so I like to keep it separated so that I don't, promote my own brewery and stuff like that. So I haven't really talked much about it, but it's called Søborg Sportshus. It's a very classic brewery in the north of Denmark. And we have a side project called Two-Face Brewing, which is really nice. It's where I get to experiment a bit more. My newest thing I have in the tanks right now is double mashed imperial stout. It was boiled for 4 hours, and it's about to be conditioned on toasted coconut, vanilla beans, and chocolate. It's called Treasure Island. See, the big guns first. At least save a lager for the food. Okay. Well, actually, I bet the lager would be great with the food. So you know what, guys? While these are browning, I'm going to take you into the living room. You can see my new glassware situation, and we can get a glass for the. Let's just turn this down a bit. We'll get a glass for the IPA. So we're going to start off with a double IPA just before dinner. Hey, get some light on. So I moved I got a cabinet for all my glassware. Oh, look at that. Isn't it easier if I just flip the screen? I think so. And that was like this. So I have a whole fucking cabinet for it now. It's called a vitrineskab in Danish. I don't know what it's called in English, but I got to sort out some of my old glassware too. But since we're drinking Gamma Brewing, I take it we should use the Gamma Brewing glass. We're going to bring this to the kitchen. We're going to have ourselves some double IPA while it's cooking. It's like 8%. I don't even remember the hops. I should look that up. Maybe I can just quickly look that up before we go eat. I think it's like Simcoe. Might be one of the hops. I'm not entirely sure. Let's see. Gamma Big Doink. How well prepared is this live stream? Wow. But it's a great beer. I've reviewed it on the channel just as like a regular review. It's a double dry hop, double IPA, hopped with Kashmir, Columbus, Citra, and Mosaic. Oh yeah. That sounds fucking dope. Dope double IPA. Cooking mushrooms. Looks like the mushrooms are done too. Almost at least. Oh man, I wish I had smell-o-vision, guys. Just cooking mushrooms smells fucking great. And like, it's just cooking Asian food in sesame, like toasted sesame oil. It just amplifies all the umami. It's great. So, we'll have a proper lager for the food. Now we're going to get a proper double IPA. 8%, I believe. In the Gamma glass. Whoa. I'm trying to look at the screen while I was doing this, so I missed the glass. God damn it. Fuck, that looks great. I love this glass. It's a filter glass, but... Oh, dude. Fuck, I am spilling everywhere, but look at that. He's gonna get a towel. Live productions. Things like this happen. Yay for the IPA. Yep, we're going to IPA town. Fuck, just that bit of head tasted fucking amazing. I think it's only like a few weeks old. Oh shit, it's like 2 weeks old. That's perfect. This is like, I think their highest rated double IPA. If you never heard of Gamma Brewing, great small microbrewery located in Copenhagen. No swirling in that glass. Nope. Not right now, at least. Smell-o-vision for the IPA. I'll give you guys smell-o-vision here. See? Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that head. Oh man, this smells great from here. Cheers! Hope you guys are having a lovely evening. Fuck, that smells good. It's like so bright and tropical. It's crazy. Wow. Super bright, dank, pineapple, mango. Shit. Holy shit, that's a fucking juice bomb. Woo! That's like one of the best double IPAs these guys have ever done. Probably the best double IPA in Denmark. This is like fucking crazy good. Really reminds me of Verdant. Now it's just gonna be me drinking double IPA on camera instead of cooking. I need to get these mushrooms out. Fuck! I'm dropping everything. Okay. Or follow the mushrooms. Because they are done. So, are you guys having any beer to drink? Or are you preparing dinner or something? Let me know. Wow, we've already been going for 70 minutes. This is probably going to be a long live stream. Because shooting video and cooking on the same time usually doesn't make you a whole lot faster. So see, making me jealous. Might have to crack a treehouse or equilibrium. Dude, I'm jealous of you, Nathaniel. We were lucky enough to get a nice haul of treehouse beers a few weeks back. And then we started posting the reviews. It was so amazing to have Doppelganger again. That's like one of my favorite double IPAs from Treehouse. It's fantastic. I just need to try, hopefully, since that's like the big version of Alter Ego, hopefully soon I can get to try, whatchamacallit. What the hell is it called? The one with all the Nelson and stuff. No, Nelson. Citra. King Judas. Or King Judas. Okay. Veggies. Bam. In. I'm glad I did all the chopping beforehand. This would have been a crazy long video otherwise. Oh, it's smelling good. We can just taste one of these. Mmm. Would have be even better with some salt and shit. Okay, stir frying this stuff up. Put the veggies in. See if I can. Oh, we got a lot of comments now. I'll try to follow along. There we go. Might crack one now. You should, dude. Let's have a beer together. What do you want to drink? I had Super Studio from Gamma last week, Robin says. Oh, that's awesome, dude. It's a fantastic beer. We did the whole battle with that one and eventually from Whiplash. And Whiplash won mainly because of drinkability, but both beers are really nice. see, Juice Machine, King Julius, what is it? That one? Me Too, KS? KS? What does that mean? Last week. King what? Juice Machine, King Julius Green, Julius, and a few here. That's amazing. We got the Julius, which is definitely better than, well, the regular Julius. I'll say, to me, this is much like something like Burden and Equilibrium. It's a bit more astringent than like Treehouse. It doesn't have that crazy balance. It really reminds me of Burden. But they also changed the yeast to London Ale 3 at Gamma. Fuck, that's good. That's so tasty. I'm actually kind of glad I'm having lager with the food, because lager is pretty perfect for Asian food. So this is kind of going to be like an Asian take on a steak dinner, pretty much. With Hangar steak and fried rice and the fried pak choy. I should have gotten Wagyu beef now that I won't be going to Japan. It's such a shame. But we're still going to go whenever we can. We're just figuring out getting our money back at the moment for all the different things we booked. Because as it is right now, the Danish borders are closed. And schools and everything is supposed to be closed, and they just extended the closure today until the 13th of April. We'll be staying inside a whole lot longer. That's how it is. Okay, see, Tybo got the beer last week. Okay, cool. Okay, I got a little question for you guys. So I don't know if you guys are big into cooking. I know one, you are. You love the cooking and beer videos. When you do fried rice, do you add the egg and scramble it first? Or do you scramble it with the rice and the veggies and everything? Because I feel like you get a different result like every time you do it. If you do it like with the rice or on its own. Because I feel like sometimes if you do it with the rice, it just ends up being like kind of almost like a sauce or something. See, I am gonna wake up early, so it's gonna be an alcohol-free beer from Savisa. They made alcohol. The passion fruit vanilla ice that was really refreshing. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I heard they started at Savisa making alcohol-free beers. I haven't had any, but I think Savisa are nice. They make some nice beers. So eventually, we're gonna try it. I got the day tomorrow off and also the day today, just because my last few weeks of vacation were going to go for the Japan trip, so I had to spend some of my days off. That's why not just have a couple of days off at home, because I can't do much. You know, I can't travel or anything. So doing a live stream, like editing videos and stuff like that, playing some video games. Right now I'm playing Batman Arkham Knight. Pretty good. Okay, so this is about sauteed up. So we can get the rice going. Also, what have you guys been up to this weekend? Mine has been quite quiet, except for a little tasting with Brett of Anomyces. We had a few good beers, and yeah, not much going on really. Okay, I need to add a little bit more sesame oil because it's really good. Let's see. Fry the veggies, add rice, then add eggs and stir like crazy. Okay. We're gonna do it. Smells fucking great. See, it's usually the only time I make fried rice is if I have leftovers. But I just saw online that's a quite common thing at a lot of Asian like steakhouses. Did you have that? Oh, that's so good. Okay, so technically the steak is done now, and we need some of the juice for the egg. I'm just going to turn my sous vide off, unplug it, and then we're gonna get it out, just so I have it ready to sauce up with fried rice. And there's actually 2 steaks in here. I'm meal prepping. I like to do meals, you know, for the entire week instead of just cooking every day. Leftovers. And when you come home from a long shift of work, then you have awesome leftovers instead of having to cook from scratch. So, let's get this in. I don't know if I have too much rice. I made the rice yesterday because I've been told like day-old rice is best for fried rice. Then we're gonna remove the veggies just and fry them up just a bit to loosen them up, and then we'll add everything at once. Okay. Come on. That's the problem with cooking live. It's hard to talk at the same time. So, see if I can get some of this rice out. There we go. I don't know what's saying. I had some good beers from Aslan Brewery. Orange Starfish and Content not available. I want to try no more. What, they have a beer called Constant Not Available? That's random. I think Aslan makes some fantastic stuff. I've had Orange Starfish. I've had double Orange Starfish. I had chocolate Orange Starfish. And that was like really, really weird. Like chocolate IPA. Not exactly my favorite. Holy shit. This is all sticky. Trying to break the rice up. Let's see. I don't know if that's the best way I would do it. Cooking fried rice? Yeah, I never learned it. I just YouTubed it. It's really hard, the rice. But it seems like it's breaking up easier. More heat is getting. Yeah. And we've got. Yeah, so I wish I had access to Aslan as well more easily. We've had Aslan releases once in a while over here in Europe, and they've been mighty fine. And I actually did a small trade for some Aslan as well, which was nice. That was actually mainly to get the Elder Scrolls beers because I'm a huge fan of the Elder Scrolls. Okay, I think this is quite well chopped up, so I think it's about time to add the egg. And I'm going to add 2 eggs. Organic Danish eggs from Rubik. These are like fantastic eggs, actually. Like once you start eating great eggs, like fresh organic eggs, or just like it started with me getting eggs from my father when he had chickens. You can't go back to just the cheap stuff. Seriously, the difference is huge. Like a fresh, soft-boiled egg that's just like been laid. An egg that's been laid. But yeah, that's fucking amazing. Okay, we're gonna get the egg in. Go. Now I need to be quick. So that it doesn't. I got a bit shell in there. Whatever. Okay, and then cook and stir real fast. We're gonna follow your advice, Juan, and try this out. So, really high heat, and like stir like crazy. Well, it looks like it's working. It definitely looks more like scrambled eggs now. Oh, that looks great. There we go. I think I might have added a little too much rice. There we go. This is starting to look real nice. And then the veggies in, stir them in, and then as soon as this rice stuff is cooked, good luck. Thanks. I mean, so far it looks nice. It's a huge portion of fried rice too. Yeah. It's scrambling. That's good. But this is a huge portion. I'm gonna have food for at least 5 days or something. Maybe also some lunch. So, this is starting to look like real fried rice. It looks pretty fucking awesome. So, now we're just gonna add some of the marinade. And we're gonna do that and bring you guys over by opening with some scissors and opening this bag up. The sous vide bag. Oh, that smells fantastic. That smells really good. So yeah, among the other ingredients, there's also a little bit of lime juice in there. I think that's the only thing I forgot to mention. And then also fresh. Just gotta smell that. Oh, I wish you guys had smell-o-vision. Also some garlic and spring onion. Sometimes I put in ginger too with marinades like this, like Asian style, but I didn't have any. So no ginger this time around. And there we go. This is cooked at 53 degrees in the sous vide for 2 hours. There you go. So it just needs to be seared off on the pan. But the awesome part of it is that you can use the marinade because it's been heat treated. It's going to be heat treated, of course, again in the pan, but that's going to be great. Yo, chef. Hello, Michael. Cheers, Kent Beer Reviews. So I'm going to try and bring you guys over and get some of this sauce on the fried rice. Maybe close up the window just so I don't get the meat cold too quickly. So let's try and get this sauce on. I want to be a little bit careful. I don't want to overdo it. There we go. Oh man, starting to smell good. My hands all crazy wet. Okay, we're almost done with the fried rice. It's actually quite easy. This, like, oh man, this dish. This is just smelling great now. Sauce. So usually on my way, yeah, okay, maybe I'm having Michael for dinner. Just Michael. So I didn't put much salt with the rice when I cooked it yesterday, mainly because I wanted to use some of the marinade for seasoning, and it looks like it was the perfect amount. But we can't be 100% sure until we have a taste test. I just want to show you guys what it looks like right now. I mean, to me that looks very much like proper fried rice, doesn't it? Just a gigantic portion. Oh, Michael's on the way to the fridge for some German kebab. Yeah. Planning on eating before midnight? Hey, Michael, F you. But yes. That's a little joke, because sometimes when we've been doing bottle shares and I've been cooking, we start way too late, or I start way too late cooking, and then we eat at like 10 o'clock at night. So, time to taste test the fried rice. Look at that. It's gonna be volcano hot. Fuck, it smells good. I just said F instead of the F word earlier, and now I said it. Apparently the whole YouTube like monetization system, when you use cursing too much, it will demonetize you, especially on streams. And that's what I've been told. I think it can use just a little bit more salt. And it tastes great. It's like soy, sesame, slightly spicy, garlicky. It's really good. Okay, that was way too much. That's the problem. Not looking at the fucking thing you're using, and I keep cursing. That's just, you know, if you watch my videos, you know I often curse a lot. And it's just, you know, I've always done it. I've never been very good at, you know, not cursing. Even in school, when I was a substitute teacher, I accidentally cursed in front of a classroom. And the kids, like, I always just remember it as the teacher who cursed. So, okay, this is starting to look really bloody delicious. I'm gonna have to taste this again. See, that's what, like, when I cook, when I started cooking, I never taste tested along the way. It's so important to taste test along the way, just to see if everything is turning out the way I want it. Woo! Hot! That's done. And it tastes perfect. Spicy, savory, umami fried rice. And now, I think we're going to put a lid on so it'll keep the heat. If I can get it to stand. And then we just need to fry up the steaks and then they can rest for a bit. And after they are, or whilst they're resting, we can cook the pak choy. So, I'm gonna move this. No, I need my cast iron skillet. There we go. This is what you need when you're frying up meat. So this needs to heat up. It's going to take a little while. So whilst that's heating up, I'm going to nibble on some fried rice. That's the problem with cooking sometimes. You end up being slightly full because you test the food all the time. Mmm. Hot. Ooh, really hot. So, well, that's great. So, cheers, guys. Michael, did you get a Keller beer? Let me know. Oh, it's so bubblegummy too. Like, it's warmed a bit in the glass, and it's got like this really nice bubblegum Wrigley's Juicy Fruit vibe paired with like really overripe tropical fruits now, like really overripe papaya and stuff like that. It's really damn good. Forgot a lid for this. Any teasers? Oop, that was a piece of rice. For upcoming reviews. Did it. Did it, did it, did it. White wax. Did it. Did it, did it, did it, did it, did it. Oh! Anchorage Endless Ending. I'm gonna say one thing. It's a beer. Friday, you'll get the review. It's amazing. Michael got a lager. Nice. Probably one of the beers. Otherwise, I don't really. That's the only bottle I saved. But we shot a few reviews, Brett and I. It's not hot enough yet. So, let's try. So, in the meantime, while that's getting hot enough, I'm just going to try and get some of the garlic and whatnot off the meat. Because we don't want to. I'm going to stand here so the light's not doing. I don't want to burn that stuff. Let's see. It smells really good. So I marinated the meat in the marinade for, well, since this morning. I would have done it overnight. I usually do it overnight. But I didn't, mainly because I was cooking a marmalade because I had tons of leftover. Well, it's not called marmalade in English. I think it's a jam. It's because I had a ton of leftover fruit, mainly apples and pears. So I made like an apple pie inspired jam with like some cinnamon and allspice and clove and stuff like that, and it is amazing. It looks like apple pie filling or apple pear. Nathaniel says, "Wow, yeah, I understand why. It was great." So it looks like the pan is hot enough, so we can move back. Cast iron is smoking. So we're gonna use sesame oil again. Oh wait, no, I don't have to because that is already in the marinade. We're gonna use it because I have it in my hand. It is smoking hot. So, get the meat over here. And that's the thing with sous vide. It's so awesome because you always get great results. The only thing you need is just get a great crust. And if you also don't know this cut of meat, the hanger steak, also known as butcher's cut, the butcher's cut, it was like a cheap cut, a cheaper cut that the butcher would save for himself back in the day. It's been more of a chefy commercial thing now. There we go. So it's easy to get and whatnot, but it's really good. It's super tender. It has loads of intermuscular fat, and it sits like it's a muscle that sits very near the kidney. So it has a slightly gamey flavor. It's not like crazy, but slightly. So what we're gonna do now is sear these couple of steaks off, get some nice crust, and then we're gonna rest them. So I cooked them to 53 degrees Celsius internal temp in the sous vide. Because often in recipes and whatnot it says to cook them until like they're done. But the problem with doing that is that if you cook them until they're like medium rare, which I prefer, which is like 56, 57, in that kind of bracket, a little higher maybe, but if you cook it until that and then you sear it off on the pan, if you just like straight after, you're just gonna get like medium cooked meat instead, because the temperature will still rise inside the meat. So you just aim a few degrees lower when you sous vide, and then you sear it, and then you should get your desired temperature. So let's have a sip of this delicious beer and check if these bad boys are ready to flip. Bring you guys over. Pew! Oh yeah. And now that crust looks like crazy dark. And don't worry, it's not burnt. It's because it's soy sauce. Soy marinated. So it kind of looks like if you do like teriyaki chicken or something like that. Oh man, it smells so good in here. Well, let's put this back. It's a bit hard to control the meat on the same time. There we go. Yeah, it smells like caramelized, kind of like brown sugary flavors right now. And then, like the marinade that was left on the meat starts to caramelize in the pan too. I'm cooking them on the sides now. Like when I cook on a cast iron skillet like this, I try to just get proper crust everywhere. Because the crust that you can make with a cast iron skillet compared to a regular pan is amazing. Sorry for not talking too much right now, but it's very hard to multitask when you're cooking steak. Oh, Juan, you got me. That was the plan. So the plan is, like when we serve this, it's going to be on a bed of fried rice with thinly sliced hanger steak, and then topped with the pak choy, and then sprinkle with scallion on top. That's exactly what I plan to do. So whilst I'm holding these and they're frying up, we're just going to have another sip of beer. Because I need to finish this. I'm going to be eating very soon. And now this was the cooking beer. This was not the dinner beer. So we're almost there. Oh, it smells so good. And it's smoky like crazy. So, what are you guys planning to have for dinner tonight? Usually I don't do steak dinners like this on Monday night, but it was just because of the live stream. And also these Hangar steaks were on sale. 50% off. Because of the supermarket's birthday where it went. It's so funny because this stuff you could only get at butchers back in the day, and now, like, they're on offer at supermarkets and things like that. Okay, looks like we started to get some great crust, so I'm just going to turn off the pan for now. Because it's just going to burn the pak choy. Oh, that looks so good. Oh. Let's get a bowl. You can even see like this effects. High production value. We got smoke. Because it's such a high heat. It is like really smoky. Just gonna be back in a sec. And I'm back. There's a fan here. It's so shitty. There's not a lot of power to it. So I need to open a window so it doesn't get all fogged up. Oh my god, these look great. Like all caramelized. Woo-wee! It's gonna make for some good eating. Yeah, Michael. Dead right. That lager beer is perfect. It's such a great... it's kind of like a killer beer. So, we got... Should we do that? There's like some garlic here. We can fry some garlic chips to put on top. Maybe that was a good... Nah, you know what? You can also just top it as is because it is cooked. Even though crispy garlic is better. But, okay. I need to get this pan ready for the pak choy. Scrape off some of all this, like, caramelized soy sauce. So, we're almost there, guys. Almost getting to go. This is so hot. That's why you use it. So, let's get the pak choy. Here we go. Oh. Of course there's water on there. I should do it like this. Pak choy. Just grilled pak choy, I think is fantastic. And we're going to season it with a little bit of salt. Ordered 7 Tippelpils today. Wow, yeah. Tippelpils is fantastic. If you guys don't know Tippelpils, it's a great lager or pilsner from Italy. It's a beer that's kind of sparked the whole trend of people calling it Italian pilsner, even though it's a North German style pilsner that's lightly dry hopped. And as I say, I think I mentioned in a few videos, I'm pretty sure the Germans also have done similar things. Not that I don't want to get credit to Italians. It is a German style. But a great beer nonetheless. So, maybe I should turn on the stove again so I can get some heat on the pan, just some low heat. And whilst this is cooking up, I want to open that window again because it is foggy in here like crazy. That's the only problem with this kitchen. Well, it's small, but like the fan almost just like leave it off because it doesn't do much help. Like you need to open it, like when you fry stuff really hot, you need to have all the windows open in the apartment. Okay, we're gonna add a little bit more oil because it's a little bit dry. And we're almost ready to plate up and eat. I have a question. Should I eat it with chopsticks or a fork and knife? I'm going to slice a steak thin, so I think I can do it with chopsticks. Even though I'm not very good at eating rice with chopsticks. There we go. Browning up. I'm really looking forward to see how well done these are. Just going by feel, one steak seems like it might be medium rare, the other might be medium. Quite hard to tell. But no cutting it yet. Go full Asian, eat with chopsticks. Okay. I'll find my chopsticks. I also have a small spoon I can use. Authentic. See you Saturday. See you Saturday, Michael. Ready. Ready. Okay. I'm almost ready. Just need to get these nice little pieces of pak choy done. And then we're ready to eat. There we go. And the pak choy is just fried off in sesame oil and salt. That's all. So super simple. I ain't got no room. Come on, pak choy. Maybe I should have fried that off first. Oh well. More heat. More heat. There we go. Okay. And I still have a few extra pieces. I might take that much room right now. So I might just, well, make some room. I'm really showing my skills as a non-professional chef right now. Okay. Now it sounds like something's going on. And I'm going to figure out an angle for the phone so we can see a proper cutting of the meat. There we go. There we go. Sorry, I'm not talking at all. I'm so bad at this. It's multitasking. I'm a dude. We're not good at it usually. So, cheers again. Almost finished it. Ah. Looks about done. Oops. Looks about done. Turn the wilt down. Like I wanted a little bit of crunch on the pak choy, but I also want it to be cooked. I don't want it to be soggy. That's the main thing. We got a little piece here I took off. that's pretty perfectly cooked. If you like cabbage, you'd love actually. So, 3 more pieces. And while I cook them off, we can assemble the first plate. So what I already got ready. There we go. Okay, let's try and get a camera angle so you guys can see the cutting of the meat. Okay. So, the moment of truth. Is it undercooked? Or is it overcooked? Or is it perfect? I'm guessing it's probably cooked until like 55. Because it was on the pan for a little while. So let's try and see here if I can show you guys. This is really hard. Okay, yeah, there we go. So I need a knife. Start with it. Okay, the moment of truth. And where I can get to taste the meat. So, let's see, can you guys see? There we go. Let's see how this is cooked. Yeah, baby, look at that, medium rare. Oh man, that looks great. Just gonna cut a piece off. I want to taste test it. Let's do a little quick preview. Yeah, boy. Oh, that's good. Really good. Okay, let's cut a little bit more. And then we're going to plate up the dish. Oh, it's perfectly cooked. Really nice medium rare. How many pieces do you think I'll eat? There's a lot now. So the thing is, I said it's slightly gamey. It is a little bit gamey. Like compared to regular cuts of beef, it has like a slight organy taste. But if you don't like it, you should do a marinade like I did, because that helps hide that a little bit. It's not a lot, but it's almost like a similar thing to like dry aged beef. It's got almost like similar vibes, just if you also had a little bit of like an organy type, almost like livery irony. Like, I think it's better to say instead of organy, gamey. It's almost slightly gamey. So, we're actually done. So let's plate this up. Get some fried rice first. I'm glad you guys are not seeing the kitchen right now because it's a mess. There's just like dishes and everything everywhere. But usually I clean as I go, but that's kind of hard to do today. Where did I put that? Was here. Okay, let's get some fried rice. Oh man. And what you could do with the leftover marinade is you could take it and you could turn the leftover marinade into like a sauce. Just like reduce it and cook it. So there we go. We're gonna get some pieces of beef. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Man, this smells so good. It smells so good. This is almost like these popular bowls that people do now. You know, like poke bowls and all this stuff. Just the steak. And get some of the fried, cooked Regular whatnot on top. And these bad boys. And then Lang suggested topping it with fresh scallion, which I want to do. I just don't have any ready, so I need to quickly get some and chop it. Oh my god, it looks so good! Where is my scallions? Last one. Okay, so quickly chop this up and quickly finish the beer so we can get to tasting this whole thing. Okay, how far we've been going now? Can I see that? An hour! Damn. If you cook this without having to like live stream it, I promise you guys it won't take an hour. It would be like a few minutes. Probably like 2 hours of at least sous videing, and then probably like everything, if it goes fast enough, probably like half an hour. I almost don't need the fresh scallion on top because there's the pak choy, but we're gonna do it. Okay, that was fresh scallion. Chop it off with that. So that actually doesn't look like very chefy at all. Just spread it out a bit more. I don't know. Shouldn't be chefy either. It's just for me. So hungry. This is not half bad looking. I'm gonna show you guys. Here we go. Ta-da! Perfectly cooked medium rare hanger steak with fried rice and fried pak choy. And now we're gonna bring it to the living room with a beer. We're gonna eat. Let's get this stuff in first and get the beer. And finally turn this fan off. And ein sehr gute Lagerbier, ja? What should I drink the Lagerbier out of? The same glass, or should I get a Stein? A Stein I feel like would be more appropriate for something like this. There we go. And the food. Oh my god, this looks so good. I'm so hungry now. There we go. Instagram worthy bowl. Yeah, I think so. I don't think I can. I'll have to take a picture tomorrow or something. I'm not going to end the live stream just for a photo. There we go. Stein. Luang says Stein. We're going to get the Stein. Gotta do it right. Oh man, I'm so hungry. I've been like really hungry since like 6 o'clock. It's crazy. Where is my bottle opener? Is your trip? Yeah, the Japan trip is canceled. We're not allowed to leave the country. Denmark has a travel ban until the 13th of April so far. So no one can go on vacations or anything. So it's shit. But I've gotten money back for the hotel so far. We will probably get money back from the flights next week, I think. Something like that. Because they asked us to wait until like, was it a week before leaving or something like that? Until we figure out that stuff. And the whole JR pass, if you know anything about it, the travel pass, we cannot get a full refund, but we can get a new travel pass if we send in the old one instead of part of a refund. It's like instead of 85% refund, we get 100% in terms of getting just a new pass whenever we want to travel again. This makes no sense. This is just being a YouTube beer vlogger. You guys can't see what I'm pouring in the glass anyway because I'm using a Stein. So this is just fantastic lager beer, and big shout out to Biotech and Enzo in Bamberg. He got me a case of this stuff. This is Münchenbacher lager beer. This is like one of the best lager beers I think I've had. It's like a Kellerbier-esque thing. Kellerbier, Zwickelbier, Landbier. It's ungespundet, meaning it's fermented without pressure. And it is phenomenal. See the head coming out on top. It is just tradition done right. And it's so drinkable. Look at that. Oh my god. I get so excited when I crack a bottle of these guys. But yeah, I got a whole case and then I've sold some. Well, they didn't send it to me for free. I bought them. But I'm just going to get a piece of paper towel for the food. But yeah, I bought them. And then because I had so many, I had 20 bottles. A lot of friends and local beer geeks got some because they wanted to try proper, well-done lagers. So, oh man. So hungry. Okay. Let's do this. I've never eaten steak with chopsticks. Should we get a sip of the beer first, guys? Cheers. I've reviewed this as well on the channel. It's fantastic. Fusion. Oh. That's like the feeling you want when you drink a lager that's properly done. Just, that's what you get from this. Oh, that's so good. You could drink this by the bucket. But yeah, fusion style food today. A Asian-inspired steak dinner with a German Pilsner or a Kellerbier. So we're gonna have to dive into the meat again. I mean, look at that. Oh yes. That is so good. The umami of that marinade is crazy. It's almost like a different version of a chashu marinade, if you've ever used that for making like ramen or just like Japanese style barbecue or something like, or even like teriyaki. It's almost slightly teriyaki like. Let's get some of the fried rice. Also really nice. And this stuff, the pak choi. Well, these are huge pieces. Let's see if I can get it. Cheers. Oh, seriously, pak choi just fried in salt and sesame oil. Fucking great. I've used it for toppings on ramens too. It's also great. That's one of the things I've been experimenting a lot with lately, is making ramen, because I was supposed to go to Japan. Now I have to, make it at home. This is fantastic. See how it pairs with the beer. Yeah, perfect. I mean, the thing is, lager pairs with pretty much any food, like any main course. I wouldn't pair it with dessert, but any main course, like that's like hefty in flavor, lager is just gonna work so well. Like this is perfect. It's so refreshing, and it cuts through all of like the rich umami flavors of this dish. This is really nice. So, what are you guys having for dinner? Hopefully, something as nice as this. Get another piece of steak. See if I can bite like half of it. It was some kind of big pieces. The thing is with hanger steak, there's a little bit more texture than regular steak. It's got a lot of intermuscular fats and a lot of flavor, but it's not like chewing through butter as if it was like filet or something like that. Fuck, the marinade is so good. It's not like that. but it tastes really good. And this is also veal, and that also might be why it's a little bit chewy. It's often, in my mind, a little bit more chewy than beef. And the reason why it's veal is because Peter didn't look at the packages when he was getting this. I just saw it, I was like, oh. And then I grabbed it, and then I got home, it was like, it's veal? Then I have to make a marinade. I like veal, but the flavor of veal compared to just pure beef, I much prefer pure beef because it's much more intense. It's much more flavorsome. Cheese and crackers. Some cheese made with ash? That sounds really weird. Like black cheese? Okay, it's quite nice. Never heard of anything like that. But hey, people experiment and stuff. Oh, this dish, it's actually quite garlicky too. I think I'll have intense garlic breath tomorrow. I'm gonna have fantastic food for the next like 5 days now. This is awesome. Oh, the pak choi. Really good. So, people were asking upcoming cool reviews. We have Endless Ending coming up from Anchorage. Other than that, we have seriously, it was something with dark siren. It's a strong dark ale. It was called something with waters, dark storm, I can't remember. It was crazy. It was like Endless Ending light, kind of. So that's coming. That was quite hyped. Also, some more Neon Rapture. Their newest stout release, which got quite hyped. Another pastry stout. We got that one called Abandoned Dragons. It was really good. So that's coming up. Other than that, I don't know. I was talking about making another cooking and beer video that's like legitly made, not just a live stream, with Pliny. Because right now he has loads of time off because he's not allowed to go to work because of the coronavirus, because he's a teacher. So they do homeschooling and stuff like that. So that could be an option. That's probably coming. But yeah. See, you think... yeah, that's a good question. It really depends. The problem in Denmark is that a lot of people aren't taking these regulations seriously. They still go out and have a good time and meet up too many people. And that's the big problem. That's not going to help anything like surpass faster. People just need to follow the rules and listen. Even the Queen of Denmark had a speech where she kind of shamed people, like, you need to listen to the government. It's kind of crazy. But people are listening. There's a good amount of people who don't care. It's like, it's just the flu. Yeah. But it spreads like wildfire. So, I don't know. It's hard to say. I mean, they just elongated the whole quarantine thing. And they don't want to say exactly how long it's going to last. For one reason, they do not want people to panic. Because the Danes already showed, or at least some, that they're good at panicking. Because people will just go nuts. I think it's like that all over the world with buying loads of toilet paper and stuff like that. So, yeah. I don't know. It's hard to say because it's in May. It's still quite a while away, but I really don't hope. I mean, the only thing to do is wait and see right now. You can only wait and see, that's all. Which is really frustrating, but I know Mikkeler really wants to do it. Of course they do. But, yeah. I'm a little bit afraid that it might happen. Just because people aren't listening to government regulations so we can get this stuff done. But you never know, do you? That's the problem. Maybe, it's so hard to say. So, I'm hoping, because it's like the beer event of the year in Europe. But otherwise they can move it, I guess. But right now it's not looking too good. Let's say it like that. But we don't know yet. And Mikler hasn't made an official statement yet either. So I think they hope for the best too, that this will go a little faster if people just follow government guidelines. I'm gonna have to try and recreate this marinade again. I just made it on like the top of my mind, just with things I had in the fridge. Turned out like amazing, especially with steak because it's such a robust marinade. It's really good. So I think I want to devour this stuff and eat more. Let's see, in Norway, we got people desperate to isolate themselves in their cabins, creating all sorts of... Oh, I bet. Because in Norway, you have all the mountains and the areas with the lakes, the Ilvane, I think we say in Danish, don't we? Something like that. So there's plenty of room for isolation, but just imagine everyone at once trying to flee into the mountains. We don't really have many places to go into the wild. I mean, Denmark is so tiny. Everyone would just be going to the same forest and staying there. Wouldn't work very well. But yeah, it's just going a bit nuts. I think everything will be okay as long as you just, follow what is recommended by the authorities, especially the health regulations. Like, wash your hands and all this stuff. Just like when we had SARS and when we had all these other things, then, it wasn't a problem. And now this video might get demonetized. Do you know why? I mentioned the diseases. Apparently YouTube demonetizes everything where you specifically mention this thing. It is retarded. The censorship in YouTube has gotten a bit much. And now I'm probably going to be censored even more in terms of monetization because I'm talking about YouTube censoring things. But yeah, it is silly, but we can be happy that we still have our health, at least a lot of us. And, I know it's troubling times with everything going on, especially, with all the, like in the industry, in the beer industry, like right now, as I made the quick live stream a few days ago, like now is the time to support local breweries and bottle shops and bars that do takeaway and stuff like that. I still need it. But I think we're going to get out on the other side, just like we've done with every other, crazy situation. There's going to be an impact, of course, but look on the bright side and be an optimist and look to the future instead. I think that's the best in situations like this, because I know a lot of people who just look at the negatives all the time. We're going to get to the other side. And then, take those few weeks or months with these regulations and follow them, and then we can go back to normal. I don't think... no need to fuss and go nuts and, as you say, isolate in cabins or go nuts buying toilet paper and hoard things. Like, there's no need. But a big part of it is also because, media use a lot of, how do we end up talking about this now? Media goes a bit nuts with, only publishing the scary kind of like crazy scenario stories because that will get the most clicks. And that just spreads more panic. It's kind of like a silly... what do you call it? Snowball effect. Where just like they post so much nonsense. But I just think, as I said from the beginning, just follow what your government tells you to do, and it's probably going to be all right if you follow the rules. At least in my mind. And then with that note, I think we should stop talking about this stupid situation with the disease, even though it's everywhere and everyone talks about it. But yeah, and enjoy some good food and good beer instead. So, otherwise on the channel, there is something I've been teasing for a long time. I've been saying this is coming soon. Well, I'm going to have to postpone this as well because of the situation. But it might involve making beers with cool breweries. And then let's just say I haven't said too much yet. But that's so far something that's going to happen. So if you like cool beer and you like cool breweries and you like my channel, this is something you're going to like a lot. I hope. You probably already guess what's going to go down, but it's something for the 10th anniversary of the channel, which was this year, or it is this year. This is the 10th year of the Master of Puppets, so, which is crazy. I did this when I was a wee lad, 19 years old, and now I'm 30. It's crazy. But yeah, stuff's going to go down. And again, all of that is being postponed now, but it might involve brewing beer, and it might involve cold breweries. So you probably guess what's going to go down. But that's some of the cool stuff coming up. Other than that, it's we have a boatload of things to review. Maybe I should just quickly show you that before I sign off. Because my cellar right now is crazy. Let's have a sip of beer first. Because someone asked what reviews were in store. And let me tell you, we're stuck up into the darkness. Into the so-called cellar. It's just a room in my apartment that is used as a beer cellar. Whoa, my entire apartment smells great. I don't know if you guys watched the cooking and beer video with the making pho. But that video, I tried making that recipe again for my sister or my brother-in-law to try because he loves pho. And the fun thing was, like, when he was walking here, because I had the window open, he told me you could smell it. Like, it was about, I guess, like 500 meters away. It was starting to, like, when he walked in through the neighborhood, it started smelling like pho-like, but just super lightly. And the closer he got to my apartment, it started getting crazy. So if you haven't tried that recipe, that is 100% something you need to try and do, because it is amazing. See here. There we go. Look at this. This is crazy. This is all the beer we have to review at the moment. And I want to show you this. I intended originally to trade this, but when I reviewed it, I gave it a 98. And I think it might be 100 by now. The first batch of Picture in Reverse. This is aged for 2 years now. I bought this at Kane when I visited the brewery, so. And, like, yeah, as I said, when I tried it, it's like, oh, just a little aged. This might be, like, one of the best old ales I've ever had. Well, we'll see about that. And then if everything, you know, goes completely nuts, we could open something like this. Well, I'm not going to smash my bottles of blubber. That would suck. What else? Do we have something really, really cool, really hype? Yeah. I don't know if it's really hype, but we got some Bottle Logic. More of that stuff. That blue beer. And let's see. Yeah, oh yeah. We got the second batch of Spun. But I think you've seen most of these. This one I need to review soon. So many of you guys have told me this is like amazing. As good as it gets by Pechala and... What are they called? Destruise? People are saying that is amazing. I think most of the stuff you've seen in my live streams, but I also recently got some more lambic. That was, yeah, well, Tommy Chef. Thanks, Juan. Blanks, Tommy Chef. Ooh, and we got his new release, 4, which is, I think it's like plum. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff here, so... Plenty of reviews to shoot in the future. But yeah, we talked about doing some trades, but we haven't gotten any trades going yet. Mainly because of the situation right now, but some of that blue stuff in there, we're not going to keep, I think. Some of it is going to go out in trading. But thanks a ton for tuning into the live stream, guys. We've been going for 1 hour and 24 minutes now, which is crazy, but it also took 1 hour to cook this stuff up. But thanks for tuning in. I'm going to finish my dinner now and get all that stuff cleaned up on the kitchen. It looks like a mess now. I'm glad you came to see it. And I'm going to say cheers in freaking fantastic German lager beer. Cheers. And see you guys in another live stream. If I can figure out how to stop this. And this app. Let's see. There we go. Okay. See you guys. Cheers. Thanks for tuning in. Keep active. Finish event. See, this is different. Okay, there we go.